In this video, we're going to talk about toxic relationships, being able to understand what a toxic relationship is, as well as also a couple of root causes of toxic relationships. So if you're ready, like how I am, let's get into this series that we're going to entitle DeTox. Let's get into it. I'm DC Howard, founder and principal coach of Wayineers, the care coach that's career and relationship excellence coach for the millennial, especially our Black millennials. If you want to know more about me, feel free to click on the link above to be able to get more information about me as well as this company. But you're here to be able to talk more about what we reference, which is our series DeTox. All of us have toxic relationships that either we know about firsthand or we've seen when it comes to others in our lives, when it comes to our family, as well as also our loved ones, and even possibly significant others that we have had and or are currently in relationship with as of right now. And so I want to be able to talk about how do we understand what a toxic relationship is, what are two root causes of toxic relationships as well. And so first and foremost, as I like to do very often, let's actually define the word toxic. Well, when you look in Webster's dictionary, the word toxic is defined as, if you will, poisonous material capable of causing death or serious debilitation. Once again, toxic is poisonous material that is capable of causing death or serious debilitation. And I know when you're hearing toxic, you're thinking, okay, that sounds really extreme. But really think about that. When it comes down to relationships, if you're in a toxic relationship, it can cause you to potentially be dead to other people that you otherwise would normally be alive to. So for instance, if you get in a toxic relationship with a significant other, now you potentially are dead to friends that you used to be very, very cool with, family members that used to be very, very cool with, and other individuals that now, because you're in that relationship, all you can see is that individual, as in your significant other that's toxic, versus those other people. And then serious debilitation is the fact that, in which we see and hear this all the time, that when you get into this relationship with an ex, that because you were so scorned, because you were so taken aback by what they did to you and how they so, if you will, got within your psyche, that now when you have a very, very good and possibly viable new individual to be in a relationship with, you either pass them off as not being worthy of your time, or two, you're not able to fully receive all of what they have to offer because you now have so much baggage that you're dealing with. And so now we've been able to talk a little bit about what toxic means. Let's actually look at it from, if you will, a scientific perspective. So think about toxin when it comes to actual animals. You know that there are poisonous snakes. We know that there are poisonous animals such as jellyfish or even other animals that are in, if you will, the world. But actually realize that we are poisonous as well. What? Yes, we as human beings are poisonous. We're poisonous with our words, we're poisonous with our actions, and we can be poisonous with our behavior. I'm gonna say that one more time. That a lot of times we're poisonous with our words, we're poisonous with our actions, and then we can be poisonous with our behavior. And the reality is that we don't have to be that way, but a lot of times we become that way. And so here are two root causes as to why you may be toxic or why you may desire toxic relationships. And number one is that, simply put, that you desire control. Once again, point number one when it comes to toxic relationships and why you may desire them or why you may even be an individual that's toxic in a relationship is that you desire control. Let's go back to that scientific example around snakes and other individuals. Is the fact of the matter that those particular animals utilize their toxin in order to make sure that they're able to control their livelihoods, as well as also to ensure that they don't get taken advantage of or possibly eaten by other predators. That's the same example when it comes to us in human behavior. Is the fact of the matter that we are individuals that we use our words, we use our actions and our behavior because we want to control the dynamic of the relationships that are around us. When in all reality, relationships are reciprocal, meaning that there's an equal amount of give and there's an equal amount of take. There should always be an equal amount of give and take in a relationship. But when we're toxic, we're trying to control whether or not there's more give by the other person and us being able to take more, or is it there's more take by the other person and we're able to give more. So that's one way of being able to understand the root of a toxic relationship, is that there is a desire for control. And then point number two, when it comes to why potentially or root causes of toxicity in relationships, it kind of ties in with point number one, is that point number two is security. Once again, just like point number one was control as to why you may be toxic in a relationship or why you may desire toxic relationships, then point number two is that it's security, is that you may be toxic in a relationship because of security, or you may desire toxic relationships because of security. And that may sound weird, so let me actually break down what I mean by that. So you may be an individual that you grew up seeing your parents or individuals of authority above you, that they were toxic in their relationships. And so therefore you built a certain affinity or a certain security around wanting and desiring that same thing, or possibly being that same individual that you saw that was toxic. That's a security mechanism. The other thing when it comes to security is the fact that you know that if I am toxic in a relationship, or if I am allowing someone to be toxic to me in a relationship, I am secure in the fact that they cannot hurt me more than what I'm already hurt. Meaning whether it comes down to how we actually present ourselves in word, action, behavior to others, or how individuals present themselves to us in word, action, behavior, is that I take in this toxic relationship, or I'm toxic in this relationship, so that I know that there is an absolute wall up, as in you cannot penetrate this, because that's my security. And I'll tell you, in both of those instances, whether it be control or security, that's not how you want to be. You don't want to be in a situation where either you're being the toxic one in a relationship, as well as also you may be receiving toxicity in a relationship. Because as we talked about earlier, when it comes to the definition of toxic, ultimately that's going to be material that's now going to be in you that's either going to cause death or serious debilitation. So very often there are so many people that are walking around dead relationally because they have ingested and they have lived through toxic relationships. There's so many people right now that are seriously debilitated and they cannot have committed relationships when it comes to their lives because they've ingested and they've made toxicity in relationships the norm. But I believe that you can change that. I believe that you can have untoxic relationships. I believe that you can have healthy relationships. And so we're here, and more specifically, I'm here to help show you how to have healthy, non-toxic relationships. So take a listen to this next portion so you can find out how you can be able to go about having healthy and non-toxic relationships. Hey everybody, this is DC Howard, founder and principal coach of Wayineers, the care coach that's career and relationship excellence for the millennial, especially our Black millennials. Listen, we are excited to be able to premiere some brand new things just for you, in the fact that we're going to now have on our website, www.wayineers.com, a new resources section where you're going to be able to download free as well as also some paid resources that'll be just for you when it comes to being able to, if you will, further enhance our Tactic Thursdays. We're also going to premiere a members area where just for a very, very cheap fee that you can be able to connect with me, be able to get exclusive, that's right, exclusive content that won't be anywhere else, as well as also practical resources to be able to make sure that you're excellent in your career and your relationships. Once again, if you want to be able to access that, go to our website, www.wayineers.com. Thank you so very much for watching this video. And here are a quick 6 things that I would like for you to do after now watching this video. Number 1, if you really enjoyed the content that you saw today, be able to click a thumbs up to be able to like and support this particular video as well as our channel. Number 2, in the comment section, type some comments about what you liked about this video, as well as also if there are particular things that you would like for us to talk more about or be able to share more about in future videos that we have. Number 3, go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Go ahead and subscribe to us so you can be a part of our total Wayineers network that we're able to have all across the world. Number 4, click on that get notifications bell so you, yes, you are the very first individual to be able to know about the fresh new content that we deliver each and every single week. Number 5, follow us on social media. We're on social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course YouTube, all with the handle @Wayineers. And then number 6, look in our description. Once again, look in our description and you can book a session with us. You can have a session with us here at Wayineers and myself, DC Howard, founder and principal coach, master certified life coach, and the care coach that stands for career and relationship excellence coach for the millennial and specifically our Black millennials, where you can be able to get a absolutely free 30-minute exploratory session, as well as also we have session plans that are available for you, and we want to be able to connect with you. So look in our description. Go ahead and go to our website, which is wayineers.com. It's in the description, so click on that as well. Thank you all so very much. Time is the most valuable non-renewable resource, and so we truly, truly appreciate that you spent that time with us here today. And once again, we here at Wayineers want to make sure you reach your destination success by letting us help you calculate your route. Have a great day, have a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing and speaking with you soon.